granted.
Good day! We are the third year Bs-Criminology Charlie students from Group 3.
In this video, we will conduct the demonstration of the BLOWBAGETS.
BLOWBAGETS is just an abbreviation of the parts of the car, including yourself.
We need to check this before leaving and going to our destination for you to be safe and also the people who will travel with you.
The function of the battery. The battery is essentially a huge power reserve that supplies the necessary juice to the vehicle's starter motor, which brings the engine to life with each push of the starter button. But the battery also brings electricity to the car's ignition system. This helps to explain why a large displacement engine needs a bigger battery than a ride on a low mower. The size of rotating mass and electricity requirements are directly proportional to small capacity batteries. Ones which provide a smaller reservoir of electricity from which the car can draw might be able to fire up a big engine in a beach but will likely not do so reliably. Car battery tips. Number 1. Limit short rides. Quick car rides prevent your car's battery from fully charging. Maintain your car's battery power by driving frequently and for extended periods. Number 2. Keep your battery tightly fastened. A battery that is not securely fastened could vibrate, potentially resulting in internal damage and short circuits. Have your battery terminal checked regularly. Number 3. Turn off all the lights when you exit. Accidentally keeping your headlights and car door lights on can put a heavy toll on your vehicle's battery. So this is the battery, the positive and the negative. So the function of car lights. Car lights are designed for two functions: to assist the driver and to communicate with other drivers. Accidents are more likely to occur when motorists fail to practice proper use of their lights. This makes it absolutely crucial to identify all your lights and use them correctly. So the tips of the lights. So know the lights. When using lights, drivers need to know each light serves a combined purpose to make our vehicle safer. In essence, it's much safer to use the lights for the proper condition. Often times we think putting more light into poor visibility will solve our problem. In reality, what it takes is putting the right type of light on the situation to afford you the best opportunity for safe vehicle operation. So let's proceed with the lights. So the first one is the headlight. Second one is the parking light. right signal light and the left signal light. And also the hazard light, the brake light, and the tail light.
Oil. The function of oil. Engine oil lubricates your engine's moving parts to reduce the damaging friction that reduce performance. Driving with low oil levels can significantly reduce the life of your vehicle. Clean oil also prevents the buildup of sludge, which can clog the narrow oil passage in your engine. Without ample oil flow, your vehicle's fuel consumption increases as performance declines. So before heading out, do check your car's oil levels. Typically, oil dipstick will have two pinholes. The word min and max, or L and H, the lower pinhole, min or L, then do top up with oil and check again. Also, look out the leaks. Check the spot where you park overnight and also at the bottom side of your engine. So this is where the oil located. The function of water. The water in your car's vehicle circulates around the engine and helps to keep it cool. With no water in the system, your car runs the risk of rapidly overheating, which in turn can cause engine damage. Checking your car's water levels is an even easier procedure. However, it is very important that you only check your water levels when the engine is cold. Without it, the car's radiator won't effectively transfer heat away from the engine, thus causing your vehicle to overheat. Water tips: check the water level, regularly avoid overfilling that reservoir to maintain correct back pressure, replace radiator cap if required to avoid overheating, do not condemn thermostat, always check upper and lower hose. So there are 3 containers of water. This is the radiator, the coolant, and the whipping water.
The purpose of brake or brake system is to safely and reliably accelerate the vehicle. Regardless of its speed, the brake also needs to keep the vehicle stationary when the driver is not there and when the vehicle is located on a slope. Car accidents are caused by faulty brakes. Cars in general, after all, a hefty amount of mass and you need to use your car's brake properly. Tips for brake. To check your brakes before heading out, depress the brake pedal fully with your engine turned on. If it feels spongy, too hard, too soft, or it sticks to the floor, then don't use the car. Have it towed or call a mechanic and then have it checked. Check for oil leaks on the brake master cylinder. Checks for oil leaks on the caliper or piston.
So this is the brake wear located here. This is where brake master or brake fluid located.
Air. There are 2 things on your car that need air. For the other one though, it is covered under the T part of BLOWBAGETS. This one though refers to the air needed for your car's combustion engine to be able to burn fuel, create combustion that in turn will create the forces that will propel you forward. This air passes through an air filter. So, what BLOWBAGETS car check should I do? The air filter, of course. Tips. In modern cars, the air filter is usually located in a cold air collector box. Pop it open, pull out the air filter and visually check its condition. Hold it up to the sun. If you can see some light passing through the filter itself, then try tapping it lightly on a hard surface, bottom side down. This will loosen up some dirt and debris. If you still can't any light passing through the filter, then you'll need to have it replaced.
Gas or fuel. Fuel is essential to engine and is a vital element in the combustion process so that it may convert it to energy to propel your vehicle. It is mixed with air, ignited, and eventually converted to exhaust. Tips for gas. We highly advise you to take a quick look on your car's fuel gauge before heading on out. After driving so many miles, the wear on your car can affect its performance. That's why routine maintenance on your vehicle is so important. Can you imagine imagine if you never change your oil, your engine would last long. This is the fuel gauge.
Okay.
So this is where the socket of the gas. Engine. The job of the engine is to transform fuel into energy. So how does an engine work? Internal combustion engine create energy by burning a fuel-air mixture under pressure inside the cylinder. And it's converted into movement by the engine's pistons, connecting rods, and crankshaft, which in turn move the car. Tips for engine. If you hear some scary sounds that your car can make like flying pings, knocking sounds, or pinging noises, then this might be indicated of a problem with your engine. Pop the hood and take note of any smells coming from the engine. Take a look at your engine compartment and its content. Check the fuel levels. Inspect the belts and hoses. And this is the engine.
Your vehicles needs to move, stop, and turn without skipping or slipping. It's the tires of your vehicle that fulfill these functions. The design and construction of the tires influence its behavior on hard, deformed, wet, and dry surfaces. Besides the gravitational and aerodynamic forces, there are other major forces applied by the tires that affect the motion of your vehicle. It carries the weight of the vehicle, propel the vehicle without skidding, provide cushioning to the vehicle against road shock, enables vehicle to change direction and turn without slipping, and transmit acceleration, braking, and cornering forces to the ground. Tips for tires. One of the key things you need to monitor about your tires is their tread. Those are the grooves that run along the side of the tire that make contact with the ground. The purpose of tread is to expel water away from the tires to avoid hydroplaning. Over time, these grooves become shallower as your tires wear. If they got too shallow, you run the risk of losing control of your car in wet weather. So another tip of the tires, insert the coin into the groove with Roserizal's head facing upright. If your tire's tread is still in good condition, the ear at the bottom, below Rizal's head, should at least partially be covered when inserted. If it falls below that, then it's time to invest in some new rubber or tire. Be sure to do this test across the length of the tire. So put the coin in the tire so you could measure the thickness of the tire. So the last in BLOWBAGETS is self. Human error is the leading cause of road accidents like fatigue, sleepiness, drunkenness, and medical problems like asthma and dizziness as examples. Are you physically and emotionally fit to drive today? Check yourself. If you're sick, dizzy, tired, sleepy, or drunk, you better let somebody else take over the steering wheel. Also, check your documents before you hit the road. Your driver's license, LTO registration papers, and proof of comprehensive insurance should be within reach when you get pulled over on your trip. Self-tips. Be physically fit and mentally prepared before sitting on driver's seat and touching the steering wheel.
That would be all. Thank you.